everyone, welcome to today's reading. So today's pick a card is messages from your spirit guides. So we're going to see what your spirit guides specifically want to talk to you about today. And we have 3 groups to choose from, 3 cards. So this will be group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So you can pause the video if you need more time to select. Use your intuition, see what card is calling to you. Maybe 2 or all of them are calling to you. There is no wrong answer. Just go with what feels right. And yeah, I will see you in your reading. I love you guys. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 1. So we're getting messages from your spirit guides. We're going to let Spirit take the show and see what this reading is all about. So before we get started, let's call in our guides to assist with the reading. So ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 1 at this time. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 1, for being here. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you. We're going to start off with the tarot. We're going to do a 6-card spread. Spirit, what message do you have for group number 1? Card position 1 will be the main message you have for group number 1. Thank you. Message. And what should be the focus of group number 1 at this time? What can be put on the back burner? What's not a priority right now? What is something that group number 1 is blind to? What should they avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 1? Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. I feel like you are coming out of a difficult time. There's a completion happening here. We have the 5 of Cups reversed in the bottom. I feel like there could have been something going on lately that's been making you feel down, kind of trapped, feeling stagnant, like burnt out, just like not really satisfied with the way things are going, but also not really knowing how to move forward. And Spirit's here to say that this difficult chapter is ending. We have the World card, this Gaia. There's a completion here, and it's like you're ready for the next chapter of life. Some of you guys could be encouraged to get out of your house more, apartment, wherever you reside. Change up your daily routines. And that will be really important right now for you to get out of feeling stuck or like in a funk. But the main message here is that this harder period of time is ending. What you don't see coming is also this ending. We have a 9 here. The 9s are endings, ready for a new beginning. This is the end of a time where you've been feeling upset, like we said, kind of looking at all the things you don't have instead of, you know, the blessings in life, like kind of trapped in a negative loop. Feeling really burnt out, burdened. Life just hasn't been that easy lately, but Spirit's here to say that you've learned so much and to take this knowledge and move forward, because a new chapter is definitely coming here. Some people might be in this group might be called to switch up some things with their workplace. There could be something here with maybe that's what's making you feel burnt out and stuck, like you're not really progressing in life. And if you're feeling really miserable doing what you're doing every day for your job, career, whatever it is, that some action is needed. New experiences, getting out there, looking for something that fills your cup up instead of drags you down. And the focus is the Princess of Swords reversed. I feel like there could have been a period of feeling stuck and like indecisive, but like you're no longer doing that. You're like going to look at your situation, what's not good or like what's not making you happy, like your job, for example, for some of you, or relationships, friendships in general. Maybe it's just feeling kind of down in a lot of areas of life, just like pinned down, stuck. But instead of just staying stuck, the focus now at this time is to make decisions and to take action. And I feel like there might be something that seems like bad news that's coming, but it's really to get you out of your way, get you out of your situation. You could be getting bad news like maybe a relationship's ending, or it really seems like something with a job, or likely to be one of those two, but it could be anything, and it could be sudden and seem like it's negative, but really this is a blessing in disguise because you've been feeling trapped in whatever the situation is. You've been feeling burnt out, like just not satisfied. And since some of you guys might not have taken the action or not really seen a way out of a situation, Spirit's like swooping in and like, it's kind of like not really tower energy, because I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's ultimately a blessing, but it's kind of just like the world's coming in, Mother Gaia, source in your spirit guides, to kind of just like take away what's not serving you so you can get a fresh new perspective, so you can really just start making the changes that you so desperately need or want. But really maybe it hasn't even been super clear to you what's been holding you back, and Spirit's going to make that clear, and there's going to be something that's taken away. And again, it's ultimately for your highest good. It's because you've been stuck, and it's time for the next chapter of life. There's a completion going on here. And what to avoid, we have this Prince of Pentacles here in reverse. We have 2 court cards reversed here. So I feel like there really is something with a separation from people in your life. Again, for your highest good. But also it could be like leaving behind certain aspects of you and qualities of yourself that you no longer identify with or align with, and you're ready to move on from. But I think really here the focus is to make changes for your mental health, for your happiness, for your highest good. And maybe some people have been staying in a situation because you think you have to for money or something like that, whether that's a relationship or a job or both, But Spirit really wants you to look at your values, look at what makes you happy. And there might be someone that is an earth sign that this relationship could be ending, or just you're spending less time with someone. So they don't have to be an earth sign or an air sign, but they could be for a lot of people here. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And for overall action and advice, we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. This is like the collaboration card, and it can have to do with work, but I feel like there's such an emphasis here with like leaving behind relationships and situations that are no longer for your highest good, no longer in alignment with your goals. Maybe maybe you've been feeling called or pulled to do like something on your own, to work for yourself, start new projects, start new hobbies, meet new people that are more like you, like get out to into the world, try new things, sign up for classes, read more books on whatever you're interested in, get out of your head, and more into your body, and just really think about what you enjoy and what feels good. And there's something that isn't making you feel good anymore that is being taken away, and it's ultimately going to relieve this depression, sadness, anxiety, burden, stuckness. And it really is a blessing, but it might seem like bad news at first. But really, it's going to get you out of your daily routine and habits that aren't serving you anymore. So be open to new experiences, new possibilities. I feel like the world is really handing you some blessings right now. And again, it really seems like it might not seem that way at first, but it's ultimately going to really help you get you out of your comfort zone, experience new things, do new things. I mean, it really is about relationships, money, work, who you spend your time with. Maybe some people haven't been spending time with anyone. Maybe you've been just kind of on your own for a long time now, and you no longer want to do that, so you're getting out there. Some people, maybe you feel like you haven't been really mastering any skills or doing anything creative for a while, and it'd be really good for you to pick up some old hobby or new hobby. Really work on honing your skills, because maybe for some of you are really identifying with this whole like not being satisfied with work or something like that. Like What can you do now? Maybe if you're like, oh, I can't leave my job right now, but like, can you start to study things on the side so you can like build up your skill set, and then maybe you can go for a promotion or a new job where you're more qualified. And also that could like get you to be doing things. Really like think about your skill set, what makes you happy, like who makes you happy. Do more things that are aligned with your goals, get clear on your goals, and having goals and self-discipline stuff and everything will also make you feel better if you've been feeling in a funk lately. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Let's get another card for group number 1. What message do you have for group number 1, Spirit? Oh my gosh. Do you see this? The world was the first card to come out. Now we have globe. Possibility. Wow. You guys, Spirit's really coming through here for you. The world is full of possibilities. There's so much out there for you to experience, to explore, new people to meet, new things to do. You are not trapped. You are not stuck in your situation. The only thing that is really doing that is these thoughts you have. You know, you are way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You are able to make changes. And Spirit's really trying to shift your perspective to realize that there's so much good out there for you, possibility. There, you are, no matter what your circumstances are now, you are able to conquer anything that you set your heart to. You take steps, you know, inspired action. So now is the time to get clear on your goals and don't hold back and really, really identify what is ready to come to a completion in your life. What burdens can you let go of? What negative thoughts, patterns, habits, relationships? It's time to release those, complete that cycle. Don't be hard on yourself. And it's time to move on to the next chapter. And Spirit wants you to get clear on what you want and really start building up your skill set or like doing things that are more aligned with your overall goals. And then set like new habits and really stay disciplined. It doesn't have to be much, just little changes every day. And it's going to help you have more self-respect, feel better about yourself, and all of a sudden, and all these small actions you're taking daily are going to lead you to experiencing the life you truly want. To get out there in the world and do more things that really fill your cup up, that make you feel good. It's the season of finding what feels good for everyone, but especially you group number 1. Spirit is trying to let you know that the world is your oyster. Is that what people say? There's so much good. There's so much possibility out there. And, you know, you're just getting started. Don't feel bad about being trapped or in a negative situation for a long time. The fact that you know this and you're aware of this now, you can make changes and live life happier, finding what feels good, doing things that fill you up. And you don't need to stay stuck anymore. You are so powerful, and your guides are along for the journey as well and always there to speak to you and help you and send you signs and synchronicities like this for sure, you know, like looking at things that come up like synchronicities, numbers you keep seeing, things you keep seeing, like, you know, like maybe there's really something here. Maybe some of you guys have always wanted to travel and now you're seeing signs like this, like the world and like, you know, atlases, whatever, globes. And maybe the Spirit like nudging you, like, you know, maybe it's time to take little action to do that. You're not stuck. Like, you know, if you do want to take some big trip, but you don't have money now, can you like maybe start a side hustle or just save like $25 a week or something, you know, like little things like that can add up and really help you out. Like maybe some people are stuck in a job they don't like, or a relationship like that keeps coming up for your reading. Maybe you can save up now and build your skill sets so you're able to go out on your own and make these changes, find something that works better for you. But that is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it was helpful and resonated. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. I do offer private readings. My email is always down below if you want to inquire about that, learn anything about the pricing and all of that, or have a question for me. I love you guys so much. I hope you are well. Have a great day, great night. Do something special for yourself. You deserve it. You are loved. I love you. Bye, group number 1. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to see what messages Spirit has for you today. Let's take a moment to call our guides in to assist with the reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 2 at this time. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 2, for being here. We're going to start off with the tarot. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 2 at this time? What is the main message you have for group number 2? What is the main message you have for group number 2? And what should group number 2 be focusing on at this time? And what is not a priority at this time, or should not be? What is something that group number 2 is blind to? What should group number 2 avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords reversed. Yeah, okay. There's a situation that you've been clinging on to for too long, hoping things will get better. But really, it's just you're overall feeling defeated, stuck, anxious, overthinking things, feeling just trapped. And this is likely to do with some sort of union with another person here. Some of you guys could be considering moving, leaving a partner, leaving a job, separating from your family. Something pretty serious. That's been on your mind for a while now, that you've wanted to change. And being in this contemplation mode, just worrying and not taking action, feeling stuck, Spirit wants that, is suggesting that there is some sort of decision made and action taken for your happiness, for your well-being here. So the main message, we have the King of Cups reversed. And then for the focus, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So you don't have to be, but a lot of you guys could be water signs or have a lot of water present in your chart, or just be really focused on your emotions and all of that right now. So the water signs, if you're unaware, are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But there's something here, the main message, the King of Cups reversed. There's something that's making you feel emotionally unwell, sad, depleted. You could be feeling like not very inspired creatively, not focused, like not really in tune with your intuition right now, with your spiritual side, your higher self. And I feel like it's because there's something that's been going on in your life that's causing you a lot of anxiety, that's causing you just to feel defeated, stuck, unwell. And Spirit wants you to really focus on filling your own cup up. There might be something here with spending less time with someone. You have free will, it's all up to you, of course. But no matter what you decide to do in this situation that's going on, taking some time to yourself to really focus on your well-being is going to help in all situations. Because something's just leaving you feel depleted and depressed and disconnected. Even if there's people around you, if you get this energy that you're just feeling alone, like no one gets you, like you just can't be yourself, you don't even know what you want anymore. There's disconnection from your body, from your higher self, from the people around you. And taking some time to rest, to hydrate, sleep well, and you can make some changes for like proper sleep hygiene, have a creative outlet, work on yourself and your own well-being and your own happiness. I think for a long time you've been focused on trying to keep the family happy, your partner happy, your boss happy, other people happy, and I feel like along the way your sweet soul just is a little burnt out and anxious because like you just feel depleted. You're giving so much. I really wouldn't be surprised if you are a water sign, especially the cancers, but you can, again, it can be anything, any sign. We all have everything in our chart somewhere, you know, but I feel a heavy presence of water here. But I feel like because you're so loyal, because you've been so devoted to someone, something, some situation, it's hard to leave or make changes. But if you're feeling like you're not safe, like you're not seen, you're not feeling loved in the way you want to be, you know, you're feeling like stuck in a bad relationship, in a bad job, whatever it is, a bad situation, Spirit really wants you to focus on separating from yourself as much as you can and focusing on yourself, because you matter and you can't give to others when your cup isn't full yourself, you know? So what can you do now at this time to feel more connected, to feel more alive and well, you know? Take time to yourself, focus on something creative. Like I said, like hydration and sleep will be so good. Finding hobbies that really make you feel good in the flow state, spending quality time alone. And some people in this group might not like being alone. Maybe that's because you don't want to face your emotions. And I know that's scary, but spending time alone, like instead of like not being able to sleep, sometimes when we have insomnia, it's because our body isn't listening during the day. So it's like keeping us up at night so we pay attention. There's something that's been making you feel depleted of happiness and well-being. And I think a lot of you might actually be having insomnia or anxious feelings and stuff. And it might be because you haven't taken the time to really be with yourself and do what makes you happy and fills your own cup up. So what fills your own cup up will be different for everyone in this group, but exploring that will be super helpful for you. And maybe you have been feeling disconnected from spirit and stuff because you've been feeling down and out or whatever. Haven't been taking time, like maybe spending time by the water or journaling. Again, doing creative things, art, whatever it is that you like to do. Focusing on, maybe some of you guys have some, like you definitely have talents, but there's some talent like you can work on that'll be good for your mental health and wellness, and also it could end up being a career change in the future, or like at least something you do that could be monetized if you so choose. But I really see you focusing on your own well-being and your health, and it's going to do wonders for you. Spirit doesn't want you to focus on 10 of Cups reversed, which is like thinking about how things didn't work out, thinking about, like, you know, on all the missed opportunities and sadness and the past. A lot of the disconnection that you could be feeling could be because you're living in the past or worried about the future, and you're not embodied right now and you're not present in your body. So really doing some grounding activities will be so good for you. Like, again, being outside, having your feet in the grass, being by water, exercising, going for walks, making sure you're hydrated and sleeping well, putting in your body nutritious, yummy foods, not anything that's going to harm you or is highly processed. Talking to your spirit guides more. Maybe you felt disconnected because some bad things have happened and you're just like, how could this be my life, or why is this happening to me? And your guides are still there, and they want you to realize this is all part of your journey, your soul lessons, and you're going to be okay, and you are so loved. It's just a hard part in life right now, and there's something here with like it's time to move on to the next chapter, but something is keeping you locked to the past from moving forward. And it could be fear of the unknown, fear of what it is going forward. You could be like hiding away, like Spirit doesn't want you, this is the Hermit here, contemplation, what to avoid, Ching-O. I really feel like there's some avoidance potentially of doing the inner work, that shadow work, and also just moving forward, releasing traumas and things that are keeping you up at night, really processing your emotions. I know that's difficult. It could be like for you guys, if you can, like having a therapist, or I know that's not accessible to everyone, but like You can find free resources to like how to do, well, it's a book. You can pay for that one. How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LaPera is nice. But you can look up free journal prompts. But I feel like for you, the best thing would be getting out in nature and just doing things creatively, trying new things, getting outdoors, getting out. Like you might be hiding away from yourself even, you know, trying to be more present, staying away from substances or anything that could be an escapist type thing. And really just, yeah, working on being present and grounded. I know it's easier said than done, but that'll be really helpful. And give yourself the time and the space and, you know, to heal and to work through your emotions, but you don't need to dwell there, you know. But like you might be holding on to some things, emotions, relationships, things like that, that it's just ready to acknowledge them, you know, feel it, you got to feel, and then let it go and move forward. There's a new cycle of life is waiting for you, you know, a new beginning, but there's something here with being stuck that you might not really even realize. I mean, that it could be like inner emotions from the past, you know, that you're holding on to, unprocessed traumas and stuff like that, regarding likely a relationship that's holding you back. But if you spend the time working on yourself, doing some self-care and self-love, creative expression, taking care of your body, listening to your body, you are going to be fine. You're going to be fine no matter what. But like, you know, if you want to feel better now, Spirit's main thing of action here is working on yourself, doing the stuff we were talking about, really focusing on filling your cup up, not putting everyone else first, because, you know, you matter and you deserve to feel good and be happy too and safe and all the good things. Group number 2. Spirit, what else for group number 2? Wow, sunflower action. And sunflowers are pure joy. So there's a lot of happiness coming. 34, that breaks down to 7, very spiritual number. But action. What are we talking about? Like, instead of like living in the past and all that, Spirit, instead of just thinking about things and hiding away from that, Spirit's saying, if you take action, the sunflower, you're going to bloom, you're going to feel better, you know? There is light ahead, there is good, there is a better future. You just have to take some actions every day to make yourself feel good, to learn to love yourself again, practice self-care, all of those things. Just these little steps each day is going to lead to so much joy and so much happiness for you, group number 2. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Your spirit guides are too, and they're definitely present and listening. I feel like maybe there's been a disconnection with your spirit guides too. Getting into a spiritual routine could be really something that is helpful for you as well. But your guides love you. I love you. I hope you loved your reading. I hope it resonated and was helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. I do offer private readings if you're ever interested. My email is in the description box. But I love you guys. Have a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. Do something special for yourself. You deserve it. I love you. Bye, group 2. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 3. So we are going to get messages from your spirit guides. Let's call them in. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages at this time for group number 3. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 3, for being here. Let's start off with the tarot today. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 3? What is the main message you have for group number 3? Main message. What is the focus? And what is not a priority at this time? What is something that group number 3 is blind to? What is something, what do you suggest they avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 3? Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I totally get this feeling that you are coming into your power, group number 3. the main message we have is the Eight of Swords reversed. Have you been feeling stuck or stagnant? Like, just feeling like your plans aren't happening, your manifestations aren't happening, etc., etc. Like, things are about to be moving. You're not stuck. I feel like you're really coming into your power. You might realize around this time of watching this that your thoughts are powerful, and maybe you've had some programming, some mental blocks stopping you from getting what you truly desire. A lot of you might desire more money, abundance, luxury, love, all the things you consider good, of course. Like, you really want this, but you might have been feeling like, what the heck? Why aren't my plans coming? You might be like overly focused on the future at times. Like, I should have this much money by now. I should have this job, this relationship. Why am I stuck? And you could have just been like, why aren't things happening the way I want? Like a little bit too much control, in a sense, like on your manifestations. And Spirit's like, has this message here that like detaching from the outcome of things, like you can get clear on what you want, of course, like, focus on being decisive. Get clear as hell, like as clear as you can be on what it is you truly want, but be open to how it comes to you. Like, I think it'd be really good for you guys to write like a list of everything you want and like look at it every day. Like the It Works little red book. It's like a few dollars on Amazon. I highly recommend it. But really, you don't have to buy anything. You can just write down everything that you want, get clear on it, and don't let your thoughts or your head get in the way, And then just be like, okay, universe, I give this to you. I'm open to receiving this or better. I'm open to this or better. Like always say or better, because like there might be some plans the universe has for you, the divine, your higher self, that is better than you can even imagine. And you might have been so set in your ways on certain things you wanted to happen by this time and that. You weren't really letting divine timing play a role. And that could be what's been keeping you stuck from your manifestations, and that you're realizing this and you're getting unstuck. You're not letting these mental blocks, this programming, all these thoughts in your head, being stuck in the future, you're not letting that affect you moving forward. You're being decisive, you're being clear, you're not letting your emotions or moods like get in the way of your day-to-day activities, life in general. You're taking action towards your dreams, but like inspired action. Like maybe before you just would talk about like what it is you want, but not take inspired action. You're like, why am I stuck? It seems like the main thing that's coming to you, and it's definitely feels like a blessing, is clarity of mind and like taking action on what you want. Because I feel like you might have realized, or you're about to, that maybe you're stuck because you were in your head like worrying about the future, or you could have been like thinking about past emotions, past things, like kind of like not realizing the good you have in front of you at this present moment, just always wanting more, always like regretting things. And this is totally normal. I'm not putting you down, like we've definitely been there, I strive, it's something you gotta work on and strive for. We all do, but it's like there's some realization happening here on why maybe things have been stuck. You could have been looking for outside validation, like you're like might be like feeling stuck because or like one of those things I was saying, you don't have enough money and you don't have this relationship. You might be like thinking, once I have that relationship, I'll be happy. Once I have that money, I'll be happy. Instead of focusing on what can make you happy now and not needing these outside sources, like outside relationships and material things to like prove your worth. I feel like major blessings coming to you now are, feeling confident, in control, clear-headed, and living in the present moment. You're definitely Queen of Pentacles, like you're being grounded. Something that will really help you, Spirit's saying, is to really practice gratitude every day. Really do embodiment work every day, like get outside, meditate, do breath work, do yoga. These are things that are really going to help you get unstuck, which you are getting unstuck. That's the main message here. I think realizing that your own thoughts and stuff were the reason why your manifestations weren't coming. So Spirit wants you to, it's good to get clear on what you want, but not obsess about the details of how you're getting there and always living in the future and worrying about that and stuff. Living more in this present moment will be so helpful for you. I feel like you're really getting in tune with your emotional self. I feel like your emotional intelligence is improving, your creativity, your overall well-being. I feel like there's a lot of balance here. We have 3 court cards here, all different elements. I really feel like you're becoming more balanced. And I feel like you're thinking, you're not like being as reactive. You're more calm and collected. I feel like it's because you're doing embodiment work. Really, something like that would be really great is like, if you're not already doing this, is like, you know, deepening your spiritual practice. Like meditation seems like it'll be really huge. Like, what works for you to feel embodied in the present moment? Really explore that. You can look up embodiment practices online. I think that'll be really helpful. But yeah, the only wands we have here is in the what can not a priority. So I feel like there's something here with like becoming more calm, present, not go, go, go. Like just really, there's a calm, nice energy here. But a big thing too, again, coming back to that statement on not seeking external validation. I feel like you might always be thinking to the future, like when you have that relationship or something, or like thinking you need a relationship to be worthy, or a husband or wife, whatever it is. But Spirit wants you to really focus on loving yourself first this month, or whenever you're watching this. Focusing on filling your own cup up, not looking for other people to make you happy or feel worthy or validated. You know, taking control of your life. And I feel like doing things like setting up some things like self-discipline every day, like taking that time every morning to meditate, to exercise, to practice your creative hobbies, you know, and sticking to it. That will like give you that self-discipline that will help increase your confidence in yourself, self-respect for yourself, you know. And it'll really ultimately lead to such abundance. Like the Queen of Pentacles here is self-care. Can you bring more self-care and self-love, indulgence, self-indulgence? Like really the focus this, when you're watching this, and a month keeps coming up. So like, you know, within the next month, really focus on yourself. And you'll realize the more you love yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more the world's going to like mirror back that too. And then all of a sudden you'll have this relationship you want, or the dream job, the friendships you want, you know, but those will come when you focus on you and your own well-being and stop like just like thinking about the future and worrying about that and what you don't have, all that stuff. Really living now and working on yourself now, your own well-being, your health, mental health, spiritual health, physical. Really adopting discipline. And discipline sounds like it's hard. You know, this is just like doing a morning routine and doing an evening routine, even if it's just a few minutes each. I don't think you realize the power. Like maybe some of you guys are meditating already, but for those who aren't, I feel like you don't realize how important this will be for you. These grounding practices, meditation practices, gratitude definitely is something you guys should focus on. Not other people telling you what makes you special. You know, you tell yourself what you're grateful for about yourself, your life, everything now in this present moment. The more present you are, embodied now, and embody the energy that you want to be, you know, instead of just like thinking about like, how can you embody that future self now? Maybe you're like, oh, once I have that relationship, I'll be happy. Like, you know, but what if you get it and you're not feeling happy? Like you got to focus on making yourself feel the way you want to feel when you get the things you want. Cause like, I've heard people talk about this, like they get the stuff they wanted, but they're still the same old person, and it like devastates them because they're like so set on like, when I have that, I'll be happy finally, you know? And like, what if you do get it and you still feel the same? So like, it's not focusing on like the outcome or the destination. It's like, how can you really work on the journey? I know that's like a cheesy thing. Like, I can't even remember the exact quote, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, the journey, it's all about the journey, not the destination. And I feel like you've been too focused on the destination, and Spirit wants you to really focus on the journey, loving yourself now, treating yourself well now, not being like, oh, I'll work out when I have more time, or I'll meditate when I have more time, you know, etc. Like you do have the time. You have to prioritize it and have a little self-discipline. And it might seem hard and annoying, but like when you prioritize things that make you feel good, first of all, that's great. You'll feel better. You'll actually feel like you have more time. And also you'll just like cultivate so much self-respect and self-worth that's just going to show in your external world. Like I said, like it's going to mirror back to you, like people that also accept and honor your self-worth, and they're similar and they're more aligned. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Group number 3. But yeah, really look into embodiment, like being mindfulness practices. I think that will do wonders for you. Spirit, what else do you have for group number 3? What else for group number 3? Bullseye. Focus. Yes. This totally makes sense to me with everything we've been talking about. Not looking at the future, not looking in the back, like focusing on the present moment and, you know, how you can achieve your goals, getting clear on your goals and not yeah. I think the main thing here is focus. And if you've been feeling like you can't focus, doing these mindfulness activities will help with that too. Maybe you're like so in your head, you're like, oh, I can't focus on my work. It's hard for me to do anything. Like you're feeling scattered. Doing these mindfulness practices will really help you as well. These 4s are really sticking out to me here. You might see 4, 4, 4 a lot, or 4, 4. That can be a sign from Spirit too. That when you see those numbers, repeating numbers, that could be Spirit being like, just take a breath and a breather and like get into your body. Like just taking a few deep breaths, like belly breaths, can really just help you get more in the present moment and out of your head. Maybe you're like spiraling like type thoughts, you know. Breath work will be really helpful. But I feel like Spirit talks to you in synchronicities. Well, they for sure do. But like looking for things like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You know, when you see things like that or whatever it is for you, that could be just a reminder to take those breaths and, you know, really maybe like look around and like list all your senses. Be like, I see this, I hear that, I feel this, I smell that, you know. Maybe even like taste something that could help to, you know, just really engage your senses. That could really help get you focused in the present moment too. But I feel like you could have been really scattered or in your head lately, worried about the future, that it's been hard to focus on your goals and what you want. So like we were talking about in the very beginning, like getting clear on that and all these mindfulness practices that keep coming up will really help you like get to what you want, hit the bullseye instead of being all over the place, for sure. I was just going to say something else, but it slipped my mind. But also, like, yeah, just focusing on yourself, your own goals, and not like, oh, this person's over here. They, you know, I feel like there's just a lot of scared thoughts, and it's Spirit's making it clear that it has to do with not being present and mindful. So I hope you consider doing some more mindfulness practices if you're not already, or maybe taking it up a notch. Practice self-love, self-care. You deserve it. But that is what I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated and was helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment, and I hope that means I will see you in the next video. I love you so much. Bye, group number 3.